I'm just going to begin by waiting for calmness. I want her to understand that this insistence here is not what gets her food. Now, the reason why she's insisting like this is because she's 4 months old, and as a puppy, if you don't insist, you don't get to suckle. You've got to fight your way. So this is why the instinct for puppies is always to insist and to push and to press, but they've got to be educated and prepared for their adult life, where insisting and pressing like this is not helpful. Yes, good girl. And that was a default sit. She didn't know what to do. You could kind of see that look of confusion in her face, like, why am I not getting a treat? She'll kind of look around, and that butt will go down, and we're going to click to mark that behavior, and then we're going to treat, and we're going to praise, always in that order. Now, I didn't ask her to go into sit, but I'm going to take advantage. I'm going to proof her, walking around in semicircles to see if she'll move. Oops. My clicker timing was off there. I was going to click and mark the behavior of staying, but right when I clicked, she got up. So, no treat, no praise. And that I'm not going to reward, even though I do like the behavior. I don't like the whining. Come on. Come here. Ellie, come. Come. Yes. I asked her to come, and I didn't click when she's here, if you noticed. I clicked as soon as she was over there, and she got up. The reason is because in the very first stages of dog training, I'm going to click to mark the behavior when they decide to comply. So it's very, very important that the dog decides to do what you're asking on their own, as opposed to being compelled or forced. They've got to be able to make that decision by themselves, and that's the moment when learning happens. Now there she is, over by the treats, trying to see how she can get them herself. Come here. Right here. Good girl. Sit. That was disobedience. Come here. Come here. Sit. Yes. A little bit of resistance there. A lot of them do resist in the beginning. When she jumps, I don't know if you saw that, I just put my hands out like that. It's kind of a signal, using my body language, a signal that respect my space. I want about this much space. I don't want her jumping on me. This is a Great Dane. I don't know if you can see the size of her paws, but there's my hand. And I am 6'2", over 200 pounds. And when this dog jumps on you, these paws do damage. So this girl in particular, we want her to be calm, and we want her to sit. When we say sit and stay and be good, right? Sit. Yes. And these treats, she's gonna get very few treats. This treat training is very short-lived. Sit. Yes. Good girl. And I'm not going to give her the treat right away. When she jumped like that, that was insisting, and she's still biting my hand. So I'm going to wait for her to back off just a little bit before I release the treat. There she goes. She's being a little more gentle, trying to figure it out, and that's what we're looking for. We want her feeling around with her mouth, being gentle. We don't want her just chomping down, because she's going to get your finger, and that's not manners. There you go. Good girl. Reward her there for backing down, sitting back, easing off. I'm always going to reward that. Whenever she eases off, backs down, backs off, I want space. Space is a sign of respect in the doggy world. Come here. Come. Right here. Touch. Sit. Yes. Good girl. Good job. Good girl. And again, I'm not releasing it right away. I'm kind of letting her feel it out a little bit, and then I'm releasing the treat. And right there, she should not get up when she's sitting until release, but that's going to come later. Come here. Come here. Yes, good girl. Sit. Shh. Sit. Sit. Yes. Okay, so she's been taught the hand held high. Sit. And that was her first correction. And I don't know what it means yet, but just stepping in and saying is a way to correct. Come here. Good girl. Good girl. Sit. Yes. It's all that chomping. She doesn't know yet. There you go. Just wait until she's a little bit more gentle. Proofing. Sit. Shh. Sit. Sit. Come here. Ellie, come here. Come here. Come. Come here, right here. Good, come here. Yes. Good, come here. Good girl. Sit. Yes. And we're practicing for a finishing move. And a finishing move, it refers to recall. When the dog comes to you and they sit right in front of you, or they're gonna finish by heeling on your side. Right there. Sit. Shh. Sit. Sit. Yes. So typically you don't want to reward on a correction. And that was a correction because she's getting up. Once she's in sit, she cannot get up. But Ellie does not understand what a correction is yet. Come here. Come here. Ellie, come here. Yes. Good, come here. Good. Sit. Shh. Hey, come here. Come here. Sit. Yes, good sit. Good girl. Come here. Come. Come here. Yes. Good, come here. Good. Come on. Come here. Come. Good girl. Touch. Sit. Shh. Right here. Come here. Sit. Sit. Hey. Yes. Good girl. Come here. Come here. Come here, Ellie. Come. Good. Come here. Good. Good job. Sit.